Today I bring the recipe of this very popular Nigerian soup called Afang soup. You've never tasted a soup as good as this. I am actually from Akwa Ibom State, where we know the nitty-gritties of making a great Afang soup. So stick around. I'm the guru here, so I know what to teach you in order to get a very great result. So first of all, we're going to have these ingredients, lots of Afang leaves, because I made like 7 liters of Afang soup from this recipe. So that's why I have this lot of ingredients here. And then I've already washed and cleaned water leaves. So I'm just going ahead to cut the water leaves here. In order to get a very great Afang soup, your water leaves needs to be finely cut. Don't rush it. Take time. Use a clean tray. Use a very sharp and clean knife. Wash your water leaves and cut it finely. And so I have the ingredients here. I have pomo, otherwise called cow skin. I have goat meat here. You can choose to use any protein of your choice. I have dried fish. I have stock fish. Right, and then I have these peppers. I ended up not using all the pepper here because it was really hot, so I used just the yellow habanero peppers. And then I have the water leaves already cut here, right? And I have the afang leaves that you saw earlier. This one is already ground, yes. And then I have these lots of crayfish. I used about 1 liter of ground crayfish. Remember, it was lots of soup. And then I have the seasoning cubes. Please don't make the mistake of adding too much seasoning cubes. And so in a large pot, I have the already washed goat meat inside there. And then what I did here was to select the pomo that was stronger than the rest, that was too strong, and then I added to this goat meat to season. I seasoned with seasoning cubes and some salt. I added the yellow habanero pepper. I didn't add the red one, remember? And then I'm giving it a very good mix. Mix it properly. All right, at this point, I'm giving a shout out to one of my consistent followers, Samuel Inyang, watching all the way from Abuja, Nigeria. I'm glad you love the recipes. Thank you so much for watching. All right, thank you so much. Also, let me know where you're watching me from in the comment section. I can give you a shout out. Thank you. Expecting to get your comments and your questions as well. If you have any question, I'm ever ready. I'm here to help. I'm here to answer all your questions. Right. And then I added this stockfish that you saw earlier, already cleaned and washed, inside the pomo that is strong and the goat meat. And then I covered it and cooked. And then I came back to check after about 20 minutes and they are ready. And then I'm adding the remaining pomo. Remember, I added just the strong ones earlier. I'm adding these other ones that were not strong. And then I'm going to also add the dried fish. And then I added a little water. I mixed it properly. And then I covered it to cook. And then I came in to check it's already boiling. So at this point, I added some palm oil. I added palm oil here. I mixed it. And then I'm still going to cover this to cook and bring it to a boil before adding the crayfish. And then I'm mixing it properly again. I did it with so much attention, paying attention to all the details. All right, and then at this point, I'm adding the water leaves. I'm adding the water leaves. I still mixed it after adding the water leaves. I mixed it properly. I turned it properly. Afang soup is not one of those soups you cook anyhow. Pay attention to it because it's the king of all the soups. What is life without Afang soup? This is the very life-giving Afang soup. You need to try this. If you've tried it before, try this recipe. I'm a native of Akwa Ibom, said I mentioned earlier, and I'm so proud of myself because I can cook a great Afang soup. Watch out for my Edikarekong recipe very soon. All right. Okay. So I gave that a good mix. Are you? Have you noticed that I've not added too much water to this soup? Yes, I just use the chicken stock, the water we added for the chicken stock and all that. That's what I'm using to cook this soup. All right, so after giving it that good mix, I covered it to cook for just a few minutes, not too much. And then I came in to check at this point, see all the juice that came out from the water leaves. Yes, that's not water that I added again. It's just the juice from the water leaves. And then at this point, I'm adding the already ground or pound afang leaves. You can use the stick and mortar to pound this. You can use a food processor to crush it. You can use an engine, whatever you choose to use. You can even use a blender. Do you know that you can even use a blender and water? Yes, to blend the afang leaves. Yes, you can. Maybe in another video I'll show us how to do that. Of course, you know how to do that. So at this point, the soup was really thick. So you can choose to add either palm oil or some water. So if you don't like lots of palm oil, you can add water. But come on, what is soup without plenty? What is afang soup without plenty palm oil? All right, but never mind. If you don't want a lot of oil, just add water, okay? And then you can even choose to eat it like that without adding water. Yes, at this point, this soup is almost ready. So you just allow the oil to cook for a few minutes. Or you can choose to just drop it without cooking it again, right? Or you can even choose to add your palm oil before adding the afang leaves. Once you add the afang leaves, your soup is ready at that point. Now, look at this soup. Look at that. You can't even do without this soup, right? At this point, I want to appreciate you for sticking to the very end of this video. Please do like, subscribe, and also turn on your notification bell so each time I bring these recipes, you will be the first to see. It's not something you want to miss. You don't need to go to a culinary school to be a great cook. Just hook up to my channel. That's all you need. Thank you so much. Don't forget to drop your questions and your suggestions and your comments. And just give me a thumbs up, please. I beg of you. Just encourage me. And I'll be here to bring these great recipes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. See you in my next video. Bye.